From the shrug to the flu game, Michael Jordan's career is packed with moments that still give us chills. Whether it was dropping 63 on the Celtics, hitting a clutch buzzer beater on Father's Day, or soaring past Ewing for one of the most iconic dunks in history, MJ redefined what it means to be great. And let's not forget the shot in 1989, his double nickel game, or even his unexpected baseball break. Can anyone today touch his level of dominance? Stick with us as we relive those unforgettable moments and dive into the legend that will always be MJ. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more NBA greatness. It all started in 1984, draft night. The Houston Rockets chose Hakeem Olajuwon with the first pick, and Portland selected Sam Bowie with the second. Then, Chicago got lucky. Michael Jordan, the future GOAT, fell right into their laps at number 3. The stage was set. As a rookie, MJ didn't just make an impact. He shattered expectations, averaging 28.2 points per game and winning Rookie of the Year. But before the NBA, Jordan led Team USA to Olympic gold in Los Angeles that same year. He wasn't just a college prodigy, he was already shaping into a future legend. Fast forward to 1985, Jordan made his first triple-double, putting up 35 points, 14 rebounds, and 15 assists against the Denver Nuggets. The kid was special, no question, and it wasn't just scoring, he was the full package. Then, in 1986, Jordan torched Larry Bird's Celtics for a playoff record 63 points. The Celtics couldn't stop him. Bird himself said, "That was God disguised as Michael Jordan." And it wasn't a slight, it was the truth. Jump ahead to 1987, and Jordan's legend continued to grow. That year, he won another dunk contest, flying in from the free throw line, and electrified Seattle. But this wasn't just about dunking. Jordan was about to hit the next level. In 1988, he did the unthinkable. He won both the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. That's dominance. Add to that the famous "It's Gotta Be the Shoes" campaign with Spike Lee, and you see how Jordan was turning into a cultural force. The man was everywhere, and his sneakers? The Air Jordan brand was born and would go on to define an era. In 1989, the myth of MJ officially took flight. It was Game 5, Bulls versus Cavs, and with the clock ticking down, Jordan took the ball, rose over Craig Alo, and buried a buzzer beater. The shot. The moment every Jordan fan will forever remember. That's when the legend began. By 1991, the world was on notice. Jordan and the Bulls had their first finals appearance, facing Magic Johnson and the Lakers. MJ didn't just win the finals, he dominated. His first ring came with a finals MVP, and the city of Chicago would never be the same. But Jordan wasn't done. In the 1991 Eastern Conference Finals, he drove baseline and dunked all over Patrick Ewing. No question, it was a statement dunk. This is our time. Jordan wasn't just winning games, he was taking over. The 1992 Dream Team cemented MJ's place in history. On a roster stacked with legends, Jordan was the only one to start all 8 games, and he led by example. The world saw his dominance on a global scale. It wasn't just about the NBA anymore. Jordan was the face of basketball worldwide. That brings us to 1993. In one of the most dominant finals performances ever, Jordan averaged 41 points per game against Charles Barkley's Suns. He capped off his iconic run with another 55-point game in the finals, and that wasn't all. He also dropped a career-high 69 points in March 1990 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, adding 18 rebounds. MJ was simply untouchable. Then, in 1993, he delivered another buzzer beater, the shot 2, against the Cavs to complete a sweep. If you needed proof Jordan could deliver when it counted, it was all right there. But it wasn't just about scoring. In 1996, Jordan came back after his brief stint in baseball and led the Bulls to a 72-10 record. That's the most wins in a single season, a record they'd break, and it's all because of MJ's return. And on Father's Day in 1996, after his return from baseball and the devastating loss of his father, Jordan won his 4th title. It was emotional, it was personal, no moment was bigger for him. Then came the unforgettable 1997 Finals, Game 6. The Jazz had locked in on Jordan, but MJ did what he always did. He trusted his teammates. With the game on the line, he passed to Steve Kerr, who nailed the game-winning shot. MJ still walked away with another Finals MVP. That's leadership. Jordan had already collected 3 straight Finals MVPs from 1991 to 1993, but by 1998, he had secured 6 rings. In that year's Finals, with his body breaking down, MJ showed why he was the GOAT. The iconic game winner over Brian Russell in Game 6 was the perfect way to cap off his Bulls career. It was poetic. He had said goodbye, almost. The myth had reached its apex, but that wasn't the end. After his first retirement in 1993, following his father's tragic murder, Jordan returned to the NBA in 1995. That two-word fax, "I'm back," shook the basketball world. 5 games into his return, he dropped 55 points on the Knicks at MSG, showing that the man was still him. In 1996, his second season back, Jordan led the Bulls to a 72-win season and his 4th championship. He proved the critics wrong, yet again. While the basketball world knew Jordan could dominate, we couldn't forget his time in baseball. In 1994, Jordan played for the Birmingham Barons, the White Sox's Double-A team. It wasn't just a publicity stunt. He hit a double in a game at Wrigley, and even Cubs fans gave him a standing ovation. Jordan's versatility wasn't just on the court. He could excel in whatever he touched. In the 1998 East Finals, the Pacers pushed the Bulls to a Game 7, the only team to do so during the dynasty. Jordan didn't panic. He scored 25 points and carried the Bulls back to the finals. He'd go on to win his 6th title and cement his legacy, but there was still more to come. In 2002, Jordan returned to Chicago in a Wizards uniform. The crowd greeted him with a thunderous 3-minute ovation. No hard feelings, just respect. And on February 21st, 2002, he became the oldest player to score 43 points in a game at age 40. Age was just a number to MJ. In 2010, he made history once more, becoming the first former player to become the majority owner of an NBA team, the Charlotte Bobcats. But it wasn't just basketball. In 1996, Jordan starred in Space Jam, making $230 million worldwide. His 1991 Gatorade ad, "Be Like Mike," became an anthem for a generation. And let's not forget Nike's Jordan brand, which in 1997 was spun off as its entity and now dominates the sneaker world. By 1999, ESPN had named him the greatest North American athlete of the 20th century, higher than Ruth, Ali, or anyone else. And in case we forget, MJ didn't just conquer basketball, he ruled pop culture too. In 1993, he starred in a McDonald's commercial with Larry Bird, playing HORSE for a Big Mac. During the Bulls run, McDonald's even released the McJordan burger with special BBQ sauce. That sauce became so legendary that years later, a gallon sold for $10,000 on eBay. From his first NCAA title in 1982 to his final NBA Finals win in 1998, Michael Jordan's career wasn't just about scoring, championships, or even the accolades. It was about building a legacy that shaped the game and culture forever. And when we talk legacy, just look at the numbers. Jordan was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009, and in 2016, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, honoring his impact both on and off the court. He holds the highest career scoring average in NBA history at 30.12 points per game and retired as the NBA's 3rd all-time leading scorer with 32,292 points. His legendary number 23 jersey was retired by the Chicago Bulls and even by the Miami Heat, a team he never played for, out of sheer respect for what he meant to the game. And that's a wrap on today's video. We've just revisited the iconic moments that made Michael Jordan a legend. From his clutch buzzer beaters to his sheer dominance on the court, MJ's legacy is untouchable. What's your all-time favorite MJ moment that still gets you hyped? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this dive into greatness, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss out on more NBA magic. Catch you in the next one.